Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Adeptus Mechanicus Serberys Raiders, or as I like to call them, Serberys. Okay, this box set will set you back £35. It's quite a large amount of money just for the three models. It's essentially £11.50 per model. They look pretty cool though, and there's enough difference between both of your options here to get two kits and build them as either the Raiders or the Sulphur Hounds. I think they're pretty nice looking models. Let's get straight in there using my Adeptus Mechanicus knife. It's not, I just called it that. But thin box, I think, two sprues here. Serberys Raiders on the front. They look really cool. I like the long range rifles, I like the ocular, I like the saber, and the like Archaeotech kind of, and the old school Western pistol. They're very Western steampunk looking models. Reminds me of the cartoon, is it Lone Star, where it's like Strength of the Bear, things like that. He had a mechanical horse, and that was kind of set in the futuristic Wild West, and that's what these kind of remind me of a little bit, maybe tapping into my childhood. But on the reverse you have the alternative options, so such as the Sulphur Hounds, and they breathe fire out of their mouths, which is just so cool. And then you've got the phosphor pistols and the phosphor blast pistols, and then you've got a carbine. It would be cool if they also made some kind of phosphor blunderbuss or short barrel shotgun kind of thing. That would also be awesome. You got a power maul there. You got the galvanic carbines, these like rifles, and the Archeo revolver, not an Archeo pistol, Archeo revolver. So coming straight off of the Kelly-Morph, maybe it robbed him of it, but there we go. Let's unbox this and have a look what we've got inside. Yeah, two sprues. Kind of expected that. Two sprues, three bases. There we go. So yeah, so about £17.50 per sprue. The Games Workshop are really liking these almost £20, £30 sprues at the moment. It's quite expensive. So straight away, they're your standard bases, standard sort of cavalry bases, actually, probably a little bit smaller. Then you've got a transfer sheet, which is a new transfer sheet because it's got Taurasi on there, and Serberys Raiders, so this is new for this release. Then you've got the instruction guide. Oh, that's a bit odd. That's nothing to do with this though. You've got the two options there, the Serberys Raiders and the Serberys Sulphur Hounds. So straight away, this is how to build the Raiders. I love the swords and the rapiers and stuff. It looks really cool. So this is the Raider A, running and shooting like that one, I think. This is the Raider with enhanced data tether. So you've got two options here, one with the rifle up and the other one with the data tether, monocular, whatever it is. And then you've got the Alpha. Or you can make a Serberys Raider C. You can either make the Raider C or the Alpha if you were going to get a second box set of these and you just wanted another Raider. So yeah, they're both pretty cool. Both poses are cool. Oh, clearly I'm going to make the Alpha because I love that rapier, that unsheathed rapier. But if you went for this option, that would be cool too. Technically, you're making five different Raiders here. The steeds poses are going to be the same, but the Scutari on the top are going to be different. You know, you've got two options there, and only the first one you can only have him in one pose. So 5 different poses with one part of the kit. Let's see how the Sulphur Hounds stack up. So this is Sulphur Hound A. All right, so one pose there, akimbo style with the Archeo revolvers. They look awesome. Then you've got Sulphur Hound B. You can have him in 2 poses again, so with this carbine weapon or with the 2 phosphor pistols. And then the Alpha or the Sulphur Hound C. So again, you've got the one with the power maul or the one with the akimbo style. Now this one looks cooler. than the alpha, in my opinion. I mean, you know, you may like that power more, but there we go. So it's nice that you get 5 different options per set. This is the way it should be, definitely. I would have preferred it if there were 6 in each, so 2 different poses per model. That would be cool. That would be the pin. That's where we're aiming for, guys. More than 1 pose per model. But I still like the fact that you get multiple poses, and I kind of expected that. The only sort of downside you're going to get with these is the poses of the steeds or the sulfur hounds are going to be exactly the same for the 3 that you do pick out of the 5 options. Unfortunately, though, you only get the rules for the Raiders. Why, Games Workshop, why do you do this? Why do you even go to the bother of putting the rules for the Raiders if you don't put the rules for the Sulphur Hounds, which we all know look way cooler? But anyway, it's a multi-unit kit. It should come with multi-unit rules as a baseline. So you've only got the rules here for the Raiders. If you want to get the rules for the Sulphur Hounds, you're going to have to buy that Engine War book. They should always have the rules for both the units in every kit, especially when they're charging £35. The Archaeopter, I still haven't recovered from that, £60, and you only get 1 set of rules. Yes, this is all going to be negated by the Warhammer 40,000 9th edition free app that will have the data sheets and the rules and things for free, but that's not around right now. So maybe they were foreshadowing a little bit in terms of, oh, well, we won't bundle it in, we'll bundle it in with the app. But that would require people to sort of, keep checking on the community website, and that's not advertised anywhere here. But still, I will go through the rules for both of them, and I will definitely show you the Sulphur Hound rules in the book, because they're not displayed in the kit that you pay for, which sucks. Anyway, let's have a look at these sprues. Very tightly packed. Now, this is where 2 sprues in the kit are worth it. Look how many parts that you get there. It's absolutely jam-packed with parts. And believe it or not, with just these 2 sprues, which, believe it or not, are individual sprues each, they're 2 completely unique sprues, you can build a possible 10 different types of these models here. 5 different for the Raiders and 5 different for the Sulphur Hounds. That's pretty good going. The goal is to get 6 of each, but still. Let's have a look at the detail then. A load of detail, as you'd expect. I love the armour plating. It's very reminiscent of the armour plating on the Tech Priest Manipulus. You've got the legs, which look very Mechanicus. You've got the Sulphur Hounds and the Raiders and the Steeds' heads. They're in 2 parts. There are a fair bit of mould lines everywhere, as you'd expect with Mechanicus. If you're expecting Mechanicus or Sisters, you're going to get mould lines. It's just one of these things with spindly, smaller, detailed pieces, thinner pieces. The more complex build pieces are going to have a load of mould lines on. And they are everywhere, underneath the rifles, on the top of the rifles. So bear that in mind. These are a bit fiddly and they're going to take you a while to clean up. Got the carbine there. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Looks fantastic, that weapon. So yeah, really, really cool. I like the attention to detail. Little satchels and pouches and the revolvers. Really, really warm into this kit. Yes, it's £35, but I think this is worth the money for this kit. Let's have a look at these. You get a load of heads here. So you get your typical Skitarii Ranger heads and your Vanguard heads. I think they're called Vanguard. Can't remember, to be fair. It's been such a long time. You get different sheathed weapons, rifles, pistols, legs, the power maul. Where's the saber gone? Was it on this side? Nope. Staring straight right at it. It's right there, look. That looks awesome. And the other Raider or Sulphur Hound there. Another pistol, more pouches. And these like communications arrays. Look really, really cool. I'm really a big fan already. These are going to be a bit tricky to put together, but they're going to be very satisfying once they're complete, and they're going to look so cool. And I'm so pleased I bought 2 boxes of them. As I always do, I'll be doing an unboxing and first look at the Sulphur Hounds, because that's just how YouTube operate. Even if I put Sulphur Hounds in the description, unless I put it in the title. It's very rare that people will stumble across this video because I've just put Sulphur Hounds in the tag. So the other video will be very similar to this, if not exactly the same. That is it for the unboxing and first look at the Serberys Raiders, slash Sulphur Hounds. Hope you've enjoyed it. What do you guys think of these models? I think they look absolutely amazing. Really looking forward to building them and getting a review out of them to you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Omnissiah protects.